Joined now by the head coach of the Cherry Beach Dragons, John Mallis, winners of the Under-15 Boys Tier 2 Ontario Cup. First off, congratulations. It's a
Thank
tremendous accomplishment even to get here. A bit of a chippy game today, physical back and forth. I'd just like to get your thoughts on how the game progressed and if you were happy with your team's performance here today.
Yeah, overall, we're really proud of the team. Performed to achieve a lot of our objectives. We try to possess the ball today. That's typically the way we try to build from the back. And Milton's a very athletic team, and they made things difficult for us. But we kept our composure, and we tried to stay with our principles and try to keep possession and try to build our attack from the back.
Bit of a challenging day. You start outside, the torrential rain comes down, so you move inside, you get another warm-up in, and then you go through your warm-up again.
Right.
Just talk about how you're keeping your team focused at that point and how you keep the boys sort of mentally sharp going through all of that.
Yes, the boys really took the incentive on that, I have to say. They talked about changing jerseys or maybe changing the shorts, and they were not really fazed by that. So that reflected well on their maturity, which was a pleasure to see, and see that type of development on that component.
Back and forth in the first half, going into halftime, what did you say to them to sort of refocus your energy and your tactics leading out into the last 45?
Sure, we just kind of worked from the back forward. So we divided the game into thirds. So what do we do in our defensive third? What do we do in the middle of the third? In the attacking third? And it really was a case of getting a little more organized. We got a little bit exploited having our fullbacks going forward in the first half and not having any cover for that. So just reminding the guys that they're going to communicate and make sure there's cover for you, and stay organized and communicate.
Your goalie is, to use the term, adventurous.
Yes.
Sort of comes off his line quite a bit, I would think, as a coach. Probably gives you heart palpitations at times, but also tremendously athletic. If you can just speak about his performance today and him as an individual as well.
Sure. Yeah, Lambros has been with our team now for 3 years, and he's been comfortable simply to be within his keeper's box. So we've encouraged him this year to come forward, show a little more courage, and I think he's finding a balance. What that really means. When to come out and where on the pitch, etc. So it does make things interesting, and that's kind of putting it in a polite, non-emotional manner. So, but he, we told Lambros, work from having courage. Don't be afraid. And if you make a play out of courage, then by all means we accept that. Don't make something because you're afraid. Don't do something because you're afraid. And so that's kind of his perspective today.
So big games like this have a tendency to sort of play on the nerves of players. Sometimes they just get too excited and they try too much, or they get completely pulled out of the game. What are you saying to your squad before the game just to sharpen their minds a bit?
Well, we break it down we talk about their will to compete, then we talk about their awareness, their level of intelligence, and then we talk tactics. Have a very good first touch and stay organized. And, so sometimes I'll get caught up giving too much information, but then we simplify it, 3 or 4 key points that can resonate for them, and they understand what those points mean, and we just keep reminding them of those points.
It turned into a bit of a chippy game towards the end. I understand the two teams have played each other before, and there's a little bit of history. What are you saying to your guys on the sidelines at that point to sort of rein them in?
You see all the key points. Keep your composure. Keep your calm. Outline where your objectives are. And breathe. If you can breathe and stay relaxed, then hopefully you won't get too aroused in a negative manner.
So just a little bit about the tournament to round up.
Sure.
Ontario Cup's incredibly difficult at any level to make it to the finals. It's a razor's edge. The competition in this province is some of the best in the country. If you can just talk a little bit about your experience in the Ontario Cup here this year.
Sure. Wonderful experience. Very well organized. From the administrative component, the officiating component. It was first class all the way through, and wonderful achievement. And we're just thankful and fortunate to be where we are.
It's been the head coach of the Cherry Beach Dragons, John Mallis, Under-15 Boys Tier 2 Ontario Cup champions. Sir, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.